I think out of all the things that I read or was sent during this little hiatus, I don't know, about where I'm going, what I'm doing, why I'm not podcasting, the best thing was a Pinside post about how wherever I am, they hoped I wasn't going to take a job that had to do with estimating time. Like, I literally LOL'd. I laughed out loud. So, got that going for us. Let's go. Welcome to Coast2Coast Pinball. My name is Nate Shivers. This is a podcast. Not a lot of commentary, probably. And I'm a man out of quarters, coming to you not live from beautiful, just the beginning of summer here in San Diego, California. It's so perfect right now. Hello, friendly listener. Episode, I guess it's 225, sort of. This is going to be one of those weird, short, little partial episodes, because this is just really a road mark, a road sign, like a little, stake in the ground to note the mileage on this journey across this documenting of pinball love. I don't know. I was trying. I went for it, folks. I went for it. I might have missed a little bit, but I was reaching high there. Hi, how are you? Good to be with you tonight. Let's get the date in here just for prosperity. Prosperity? That's not right. Whatever. It's the final day of May 2016. So I put the show on hold. Probably a little too dramatic about it. I know. Come on. It means a lot to me. The show means a lot to me. Coast to Coast Pinball is a big deal to me. Pinball means a lot to me. Like, I'm still that guy when I'm in a new city, out traveling, or in my own city. I'm looking for pinball machines to go throw my money in. I really am. I'm obsessed. I'm looking at Craigslist ads and eBay ads of games I don't have space for, can't afford, whatever. I'm turning on people to pinball in my life and telling them how great it is. I spent this weekend, Teresa and I have a 20-year-old niece. Her and her boyfriend came here from Oklahoma. Their first time in California. They stayed here at our place. They stayed in the office. The young gentleman from Oklahoma probably played my Metallica and Twilight Zone games 100 times apiece. Obsessed. Loved it. It was cool to see. So, anyway, what I'm actually here for to tell you is things have been insane in the Shivers household. Like, Teresa and I have never, ever gone through something as stressful as she and I have gone through in the past few weeks. There is quite the story to tell. Some of it sort of involves pinball. It does involve pinball, and some of it has nothing to do with pinball. And we will tell that story someday. It's not now is not the time to tell the story. It's just not. But I will tell the story because someday, maybe someday soon, I want to tell the story. I don't want other people to tell the story. It's not a huge secret to the whole world. But there's some things that happen that a lot of people don't know, and I'll talk about it at some point. But not now. But what I will tell you where we are at is Teresa and I are moving. We are at some point in the not too distant future moving. And we've actually known that for a while, but the destination has shifted, and the plan for us shifted dramatically in the past week or so, and unexpectedly came literally out of nowhere. It's extremely exciting. It's I don't want to use the word scary, but it's just it's crazy. It's good though. It's like really good, and you'll understand when it happens, but it's good, and it's going to allow me to do things in my personal work life, like my non-pinball, non-silly podcast life that I've always wanted to do, and things that I view as very fulfilling to me, and challenges that I want to reach for, and things I want to do. And that's what I've been wanting out of my career for the past few years is a really big challenge. And whether that was with Taylor guitars or without Taylor guitars, it was a really big deal to me that I find the next step. And I found myself in the last week with some choices to make. And it was an unbelievably stressful decision. I think I knew which way I needed to go, but my heart was pulling me one way and my brain was pulling me another way on some levels. And then, I don't know. Anyway, big decision, big things are happening for me and Teresa, and it's a stressful week. It's her last week of school, and she will not be returning to the school she's taught at for a few years here in California, and she really loves, and they love her because Teresa is better at her job than I will ever be at anything I do. I can guarantee you that. She's an amazing teacher. She's an amazing person. She's an amazing partner to me. And I want to do the right thing for her. And what's that all mean to Coast2Coast Pinball? Well, I don't know. But what it does mean is that I can tell you this. Coast2Coast Pinball will be back. It won't be back right away. I have to get a little distance in there from a few things, just for to do the right thing. And that'll make sense later when I tell the story. But right now, I probably will not be doing podcasts commenting on everything going on in the world of pinball. Maybe I'll chime in here or there. Maybe if something happens that I feel it's appropriate for me to chime in on, I'll do that. I wouldn't rule that out. But for right now, Coast2Coast Pinball, as you know, it is going to probably stay on the rocks for a little while. However, I am here to announce to you I've started another podcast. It is called The Wide World of Pinball, and it is a podcast I will be co-hosting with two other people who you know if you've listened to the show. Those co-hosts with me will be one Josh Sharp, president of the IFPA, top-ranked pinball player, and one Steve Bowden, higher-ranked pinball player currently, and friend of the show here, funwithbonus.com, Pinball Dictionary. Really good people, really good personalities, people that I enjoy talking about pinball, and specifically what we're going to do with the wide world of pinball, because you're probably sitting here going, well, what do you mean you're starting another pinball podcast? You fool. You fool. There's already too many, and you just said you're not going to do your pinball podcast. Now you're starting another one. That doesn't make any sense. The wide world of pinball is going to be us talking about the competitive side of pinball. We're going to be focused and taking aim at tournaments, leagues, competition. Now that could go all sorts of places. That could be the players, that could be the games and how you play them in competition, and it could just be the idea of competing. And I've got two of the best players in the world to do that with me, and it's fantastic. And so for the people who felt a shift in Coast2Coast Pinball when the show started leaning on my forays and my admiration of tournament pinball and competitive pinball and pinball as a sport, and liked it, well, hey, I got a podcast for you. And it'll be out on the same RSS feed in a few minutes. For those of you listening who are like, man, I wish he'd just go back to talking about all the games from 1988. And I wish he'd go looking on Craigslist and tell me what's for sale in your neck of the woods. And man, I wish he'd just talk about, whatever games he's playing out on the road. You'll get that. That will be Coast2Coast Pinball. And they'll bleed into each other, I'm sure. And Coast2Coast Pinball will always be my outlet for my love of pinball and my just admiration for a thing, an entity, a hobby, a business, whatever you want to call it, this thing that has endured for so long, through ups and downs and good and bad. And I don't know. That's what Coast2Coast Pinball is. It's my tribute to pinball. So that will be there. It will be back. I promise. It'll probably change a little bit. I kind of see some things changing. I see streamlining a few things just for ease of getting things done. I'm going to be busy. Coming up very soon. And the Wide World of Pinball is going to be probably a show that the three of us do monthly-ish. So take my ish as far as you want to take it. I always said I didn't have a co-host on Coast2Coast Pinball because it creates all sorts of problems trying to get scheduling done. I would have never done 225 now shows of Coast2Coast Pinball with a co-host. It's just too darn hard. And we don't plan on trying to do that with the Wide World of Pinball. The Wide World of Pinball is going to be monthly with no restrictions or no timelines, no chains to it. It might be more often. We may have things we want to specifically get into. Sometimes it might just be me and Steve. Sometimes it might just be me and Josh. You never know. So I'm really excited. I hope you will take a listen to the first episode of The Wide World of Pinball. We talk a lot about the IFPA and the changes to the Whopper ranking rules, how Whopper points are accumulated. We talk a lot about New York Super League with Steve, and that's just scratching the surface. We will have all sorts of fun ideas. There will be more segments popping up as the show develops, but this first one was really just sort of a get to know us a little bit, talk about some IFPA-centric stuff, because as you'll hear when you listen to WWOP, you will hear it is really a show that is brought to you by the IFPA, by funwithbonus.com, and then by Coast to Coast Pinball. So it's really a three-headed monster. It's all three of us going at it. And I'm really looking forward to working with those guys. They're some of my favorite people. So, got that out of the way. What else is going on? Let's see. I think that's got to be it for now. I want to tell you guys so much stuff, just about things that are going on, and then there's some stuff that I want to tell you that I never can and I never will, but I'll leave it at that. So that's going to be the shortest episode ever. It is what it is. I'll see you guys soon, and I hope you immediately go from this into the wide world of pinball and see what you think about me, Steve, and Josh chatting about pinball from a different point of view, so to speak. So thank you for listening. Gosh, thank you guys for all the support. Some of the emails and some of the posts on message boards have been incredibly flattering, and I thank you. It's been really awesome to read. Didn't know I'd be missed like that. So thank you very much. Can't wait to get out and see a lot of you guys and girls and men and women and crazy folks out there in the world playing some pinball. And when I say the world, I do mean the world when I say that. So, good times to come. I'll talk to you soon. Until next time, take care of yourself, play more pinball, and, what was it? Be nice to each other? I forget. It's been a while. Good night. Oh, hey, I'm back. One more thing. Episode 4 of Pinball with the Pros. I'm working on it. It's awesome, but I'm working on it. I've been busy. It'll be there, I promise. Soon. Bye.